Hi, welcome to Oracle Fusion Financials demo session. I'm having 20 plus years of experience in different MNCs, and I worked for different implementations and support projects in Oracle EBS and Fusion Cloud. I worked in US and India, and I did my MBA with finance specialization in 2001. So that's a brief about me. And regarding this course, Oracle Fusion, the financials. So actually, Oracle started with the Oracle ERP applications started with 11i, and then 11i upgradation is R12 EBS R12. So and then the EBS R12 upgradation is the Fusion Cloud. So Fusion Cloud is totally it's a cloud application, and it has different service lines. Okay, it's different service line means so it has different models, which is cloud SaaS model and PaaS model. So different models. So SaaS is the software services, which is shared services, and PaaS is cloud-premise services. And in that, we will discuss about Oracle financials. So we have different service lines like financial, supply chain, projects, and HCM. So different service lines within the Oracle application. So we are discussing for the financial part. And the course curriculum is, so we will discuss for general ledger and account payables, which is AP, and account receivables, AR, and fixed assets, and FA, cash management. We will discuss the cash management related. And let me brief you in detail. So if you go to each and everything, okay, from login itself, the training, so itself it is a real-time oriented training, and we will discuss each and everything. From login itself, I will explain you from the login, how to log in the application and the setup and maintenance, and how to create the implementation project, currencies, calendars, and we will create the legal entity and legal address, each and everything. And I will show you how to create the implementation user, and we will create the chart of accounts, and we will create the ledgers and each and everything. So these are all the general ledger topics. So each and everything I will explain you. And data access. So in EBS it is a profile options. Now it is changed to data access, and we will use the data access for the for all the transactions related. And we'll open the periods, and we will create the journals and post the journals, and we'll do the trial balance, and we will reverse the journals and each and every topic, and we will discuss about the DFF, which is called descriptive text field, and we will discuss the KFF, key text field, each and everything. So we'll discuss all the areas, and this is the AP related. So we will discuss from business unit and invoice, payment options, payment terms, and we will discuss the the procurement agents, suppliers, bank branches, bank accounts, and payment process profiles. So accounting periods. So we'll discuss the invoice and the payment creation, which is a single payment, and payment process. So we will discuss each and everything. And this is a multi-R. So we'll explain you the multi-R later. And AR. These are all the AR topics. Each and everything we will discuss all the AR topics. So the training itself real-time oriented, and we will take a one test project, and we will implement each and everything. So using all these tasks. So we will discuss the transaction types, sources, and auto accounting, approval limits. So these are all each and everything. We will discuss all the tasks, customers, collectors, and we will open the periods, and we'll create the transaction, which is AR invoice transaction, and receipts and accounts, and we'll discuss the log box and the FA part. These are all the FA related. So we'll discuss each and everything. Okay. So in this FA, which is a fixed assets, so we will discuss the key flex fields. So these are all the key flex fields: location, category, and asset key flex fields. And we will discuss the system controls, calendars. These are all the different calendars. So fiscal calendar, asset calendar, product conventions, and asset books, asset categories. And we will discuss how to create an asset and how to revalue that asset. So that means in Fusion we call it as an adjust assets, and in EBS it is a revalue assets, and transfer the assets, and retirement of the asset, reinstate, asset depreciation, and physical inventory, mass additions. So we will discuss each and every part. And in the cash management, so here you will discuss bank reconciliation, bank setups, and bank statements. So we will discuss each and everything. Okay, we'll load one bank statement, and then we'll do the reconciliation. And tax, this is the tax related setups. All the tax related setups we will discuss. And the data conversions. So here in Fusion, so there is no technical or functional. It's a kind of implementation consultant. We need to do everything, and we will. This is the technical part in EBS Arcwell, and in the Fusion, so we will do everything as implementation consultant. That means I will explain you the technical part as well. That means the data conversions, reports creation. So this part as well. This is a kind of a FBA process, data conversion. That means file-based data import. So this is a step-by-step process. So we'll discuss the everyday templates, and we need to download the everyday templates from Oracle repository, and then open that one and open this spreadsheet, and we need to enable the macros. All the macros will generate this CSV file. So once we provide all the data, so we'll generate the CSV file, and we'll go to the import and export. This is the entire process I will explain you. So how to load the data. So any kind of data, whether it is a journals data, or supply data and invoices, customers data, anything. Okay, any kind of data which is provided by Oracle. So the templates will be available in the Oracle Enterprise Repository. We'll explain and each and everything, and we'll load them. And these are the links. So these are the links to get the Oracle templates. So we will get the templates and we'll load the data. And usually in EBS Arcwell, this is a technical, and in the Fusion, so it's a kind of a part of the implementation. We'll explain you. So the technical part as well, and reports. So we have two types of reports: OTBI report and BI publisher. So OTBI is Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence, and BI publisher. So we will explain how to customize the reports, the customization, and here there is no coding, no programming is required. So even though if you don't know SQL query also, we can develop the reports. We can develop all the reports, because we'll go to the reports analytics, the tools and reports analytics, and from there, so we will go to the concerned the concerned area, which is a data model, or the analysis area, and then we will drag the fields and we'll develop the reports. So this is the transactional business intelligence. It's like in EBS we call it as a Oracle Discover, the same kind of format it is. So, and in the BA publisher, so we will develop the report and we will customize the report. So this is the process for the customization. We'll explain each and everything. Okay. And the wrapped implementation. So the wrapped implementation means 20% of the setups, Oracle setups, we can do using the automatic process. So this is automatic process. So all the setups, so we will create. So using the wrapped implementation, we will download the template from the application, and then we will fill the data and upload. So this process will explain you. And this is a P2P, procure to pay. So this is completely supply chain area, but I will explain you in the financials as well, because how to integrate. Okay, how to integrate the financials with the supply chain, with P2P, procure to pay. We call it as a procure to pay. Right, procure to pay process. And we'll explain this one. So we will create a requisition and purchase order, and how to receive the goods, and based on that, so based on the purchase order, how to create the invoice and payment. So this is a P2P process. And OTC. So we'll order to cash. OTC is order to cash process. We'll explain you. So how to create the sales order, and how to quick release and ship confirm, auto invoice. So this is the entire P2P OTC process, order to cash process. Okay. We'll explain you each and everything. Okay. This is the end to end the training. So from GL to all these areas, and the real time oriented. That means, so we don't use any seeded data of the application. We will create each and everything on our own. That means we'll take up one new project based on that, and we will get the requirements, based on the project, and then we'll do each and every setup. So if you are able to practice and attend the training on daily basis, and if you are able to practice, say by the end of the training, so and you will know each and everything. You can do any kind of project. That is the content part. We'll explain each and everything. Okay, here in this PPT, we put in a precise way, and that is a detailed way. And you can see that. So in a general ledger and suppliers creations, and so each and every setup I explain. And the course technology in the market. So we can we'll give you the application. So the application for our practice and everything. In this Oracle Fusion, it is the latest one. So nowadays, most of the clients, they are moving to Oracle Fusion from EBS equal to Oracle Fusion, and also they are moving from other technology to Oracle Fusion because the cost is very less compared to the other applications. And one more thing is, so it has very good features, and the reporting is very good, and that's why so nowadays most of the implementations in Oracle Fusion only. The certifications, I will help you. So for the certifications, we have the certifications for general ledger and payables, separate certifications, and receivables related, revenue management, and all these things. Okay, in these all this area, we have the certifications for from the Oracle Corporation, and I will help you. Okay, so for the certifications, I will explain you the training itself. Will explain you how to pass the certification. So that means will explain you each and every topic, and you can also go through that one material, and you can definitely will clear the certifications. But from your side, you need to practice and you need to go through the materials. So these are all the random topics of the course. So that means the chart of account setup. So already I show you that in that Excel file. So all the list of the topics. So the account configurations, invoice related, so revenue related, supply related. So we'll discuss each and everything, all these topics, whatever it is that we'll discuss. And I had explained in a detailed way and put in a precise way here. And the project scenarios will explain you the project implementation scenarios. We'll use all these setups for the project scenarios. The project itself, the training itself is a real-time oriented training. We'll take up one client name, so the one test client name. We will implement so each and every task for that particular client, and at the end of the training, so you will know that okay, so the process how to implement. And also we will have one in the sessions. I will explain one session that the real-time process, okay, how it is. Okay, that means so the requirement, how to collect the requirements, so requirement gathering, and also the analysis part. So as is and to be analysis, and the fit gap analysis, and based on that, how to do the solution designing, documentation related, and how the setups related, and testing related, and project go live, and after that, what kind of issues we'll face, support related issues, everything. Okay, the entire the methodology. So I will explain each and everything. And the project scenarios. Okay, so let me take chart of account structure and the multi-R. Okay, let me take. I will explain you. So within the application, so we'll show you the application. As I told you, this is end-to-end training, and the real-time oriented training. So and each and every session will be recorded, and I will share you the recordings, for your practice and everything. You can go through that. I will share you the materials and application. So for your practice. And this is the content that we discuss each and every. So all the GL, APA, RFA, cash management, taxation reports, data conversions, the RAP implementation, P2P and OTC, and will help you so for the assistance as well, the resume and FAQ certifications. And if you have any, so while practicing, and if you have any issues, so definitely we'll explain you through. You can also mail us, or you can. We'll explain the next sessions or in the regular sessions. Each and every issue will be clarified from your side. And let me take the chart of accounts. The chart of account is COA. We call it as COA. And the main purpose of this one is related to reporting related. And let me go to the application. This is our Oracle Fusion Cloud application. And this application, in the right side, in the sysadmin, right? Sysadministration. So in this area, we will see all the setups at one place. Go to setup and maintenance, you'll see all the setups at one place. On the left side, all the transactions. You'll see all the transactions. So that means you can do the receivables transactions, you can do the payables transactions, account payable transaction, general ledger, general accounting. So all you can create the journals, and you can open the periods, cash management, each and everything. So not only for the financials, so you can see others as well. So assets you can see. And the tools. So these tools, we can use the tools for the data import, so file data import and export, and also the reports creation. So reports, we can use the reports analytics for the reports creation, and we can submit the programs, so different programs, and submit here. And this is everything is role based. So if you have the role, so for the particular user, so that you can see each and everything. So this area is a transaction area, which is a navigator based. In the right side, setup area. Once you click on the setup, and you will go to the this space where you can see all the offerings. The structure will be like this. Setup and maintenance, and under that you can see different offerings. And under the offering, You can see different functional areas, and under the functional areas, you can see the task. So these are all the different offerings. Okay. So we have the financial offering, supply chain, and projects, different offerings. Our C is the financials. We are discussing the financials. You can go to the financials and setup and maintenance, and then offerings. And then you can go for the each and every function area. So we have the general ledger function area, and payables, receivables, and fixed assets, cash management, each and every. And each function area has a task. General ledger has some tasks. These are the different tasks, and fixed asset tasks. So we will work on based on the task one. We'll work on based on task. And you can go to the each and every of function area and payable function area and payments related. We will work on the based on the task. And here the right side, you can also create a new project. You can go to the manage implementation project and you can create a new project. So this chart of accounts, so it's a list of all the accounts. It is it is used for the reporting purpose. You can query that one. You can go to the task and search it. So I'm just showing you how to go to the application, and there is no coding, no programming. This is a simplified process. The person, there is no prerequisite for this course. Okay, even the person who don't know, so an accounting background also can learn this one. Okay, so we will explain you the basics of accounting as well. Okay, the debit, credits, and whatever it is. So that means there is no prerequisite to learn this course. Chart of accounts, yeah, we will create. So just click on new. So in this, the search area, the first is the search area. So you can query the data. So, and then the next one is the creation area. Just click on create. And here you need to fill the data based on the requirement. You need to fill the data and save it. That's it. We'll explain you. So in the real-time training, what we'll do is we'll take we'll take the requirement and we'll explain each and every. In the same way, we will go to the structure. So just go to the structure, click on search, and here, so this is a key flex field. Accounting flex field is key flex field. So, and all the the data, the accounting data will be stored here, and you can go to the manage structure, and we can create a new structure. So if you want to query that, so existing structures you can query. Just click on set. You can see, you can query all the existing structures which is created. So as it is a demo instance, different people created for that testing purpose. You can do that. So you can also create your own. Just click on create, or you can provide the data and you can create it. And here you can create, you can edit. These are the icons, create icon and edit icons. You can do that. And so you can go to the actions. Okay. So the same thing. You can go to create and you can export the Excel. So this data will be exported to Excel as well. So like that, we can use all these things. Chart of these are all the step-by-step process. Okay. To complete the chart of accounts, we need to create the value set and structure. Another structure, we need to create the structure instance. So this is a new, when you compare with the EBS account, this is a new one. So where you can map with the segments, so related to all the segments to PA publisher, and we will provide the values, chart of accounts values. Okay, we'll go to the value set and we'll provide all the values. And once you complete each and everything, we will deploy the structure. Okay, here it is a deployment. You can deploy the structure. So once you deploy, it will be active. The status will be active. The structure will be active for that. We'll explain each and everything. And in the same way, so let us discuss about the multi-R. The multi-R, 11, the older version. So this is then R12. Now it is a Fusion. This is a cloud version. Fusion Cloud. You can call it as Fusion or Fusion Cloud. So this is a multi-R. So the business group, so in 11i and R12, this here you can see the business group, ledger, legal entity. Okay, let me highlight this. This is a Fusion one. Business group is changed to enterprise to Fusion. The older version, it is a business group, then it is changed to enterprise. And ledger, same thing only. Legal entity will not change, the same. The operating unit is changed to business unit, and inventory is same. So that means enterprise, business unit change. Okay, we will create our own legal entity, ledger, enterprise, business unit, and inventory org is related to supply chain. So that will take care of the supply chain people. But we will, as a financials, we will discuss each and everything. So you can create the ledgers. Okay, just query the ledger. You can go to the manage primary ledger. Yeah, you can. This is one task, and you can query. You can create the ledger. Just click on. This is create button. You need to provide So the ledger name and description and chart of account. So we will create the chart of account, we'll map here, and we will create the calendar and we'll map here, and currencies, so different currencies, and we will take the accounting method. So the standard accrual. So we will create this one. If you want, you can create the test one, test ledger. You can take any one of that. So use the chart of accounts. This is the seeded one, and the calendar. You take any calendar and currency, and the accounting method is standard accrual method. So we by default we will use this standard accrual method and save it. This is a simplified process. Okay, so no prerequisites, no programming, no coding. Okay, even the person who don't know, new to the Oracle as also can learn this one, because here we need to provide the data and save it, and it is in a systematic way. That means in a step by step way. So that I already, so they put in a step by step process. So which is first and which is next, and each and everything we will follow in the same way. So even in the real time also we will follow in the same way. We call it as a, so BR 100 business requirement 100 documents. All the setups we will follow in this way only. The lab will provide the application for your practice, and while practicing, if you have any issues, we'll explain you in the next session. While having the training, we'll explain you at the end of the session. You can also send a mail. So after the session, so you can send the mail and we'll provide that. So that means we will help you. We will give you the application access for your practice, and each and every issue will be clarified. So additional course resources. Okay, that means they need documents. So the user references, sample resumes. Okay, and the resume preparation. So each and everything I will help. We will help you. Projects, 1 or 2 projects, and we'll explain you that one for your resume purpose. The task, each and every related to resume, I will help you. So I hope that you are able to understand the application. So this is a simplified application. So because why I'm concentrating more on application, because we need to do our work using the application. Okay, so most of the work. So we will document it, everything, and then we'll start the setups and testing and everything. Okay, we'll do it here itself. So that's why let me explain you once again. So once you go to the this user level, this is a system administrator is a user, and once you click on here, and you can go to the setup and maintenance, where you can from there you go to the offerings. Just click on the setup and maintenance, and it will show you all the offerings, different offerings. You can go to the financials, the financial offering, and then so you can work on all these functional areas. We have the general ledger, account payables, account receivables, taxation, and the fixed assets. Each and every we will work on that. And for example, in the payables, okay, the payment terms. Just click on here, and we need to provide the data, okay, related to the payment terms. And any kind of a task, okay, just click on the task and then create it. Click on create button, so create icon, okay, and you can provide the data. So whatever the data, I will explain you. So what kind of data we need to provide, and what is the payment terms, each and everything will be explained, okay. And we will save it. Once you are done, we will save that. We will save it. So like that, we will create each and invoice options, payment options, okay, in the general ledger level. So we have the ledger options, and we will open the periods. So each and everything we will discuss here. And then the same way, you can go to the receivables. So these are all the different receivable activities, approval limits. Discuss each and everything. And just click on, if you want to create the approval limits, just click on that, because I am taking each and one task from each functional area. You can click on create, and then you can select the username and document type. So for example, so my username is, you can just select the username, select any user. Yeah, you can select the username, and then document type. Okay, for example, so I need to do some adjustment. So you can select the adjustment and currency. So the minimum approval limit. So let us say that from $1,000 to some $5,000 need to approve. This guy will approve. So minimum amount is $100 to $5,000, or $1,000 to $5,000, whatever it is, based on the requirement. So we will save it. That's it. And these are all the setups related. Okay. And if you go to the navigator side, here let me show you the transaction part as well. So once we complete all the setups for the general ledger, account payables, so okay, account receivables, and then we will test it, right? So each and Okay, the main purpose of the journal ledger is, to create the journals. We'll create the journals and we will run the reports. And for the account payables, we'll create the invoice and payment. For account receivables, we'll create the account receivable invoice and the receipts. And for the FA, fixed assets, we'll create one asset and asset depreciation, asset transfers, asset retirements like that. And for the cash management, we'll create the bank and bank reconciliation. So all the setups we will do here and the transactions we will do here. So we'll go to the navigator and we will do all the transactions here. Let me show you some transactions. Okay, for example, payables. And it is there. Okay, it's step-by-step process I've already mentioned here. Okay, once we complete all the setup, these are all the setups. Once we complete the setup, and we need to test it, right? So whether our setups are working. These are all the one-time job. Whatever time we are doing, this is a one-time job for the implementation. And then these are all the transaction related. That means the users will do on daily basis. They will create invoice and they will do the payment on daily basis. This is not a daily basis. This is a one-time job. So as implementation consultant, okay, once you got the training, so you will be recruited as a Oracle Fusion Cloud as a consultant. You need to do everything. You need to do all the tasks. And once we are done with that one, and we need to test it whether it is all the setups are not are working or not. So for that we need to create one invoice and we need to do the payment. For that, you can go to the application and here you can go to the payables and invoice. Just click on create invoice. And in the right side, you can see the create invoice. You can manage inquiry invoice. You can inquire the invoices, and you can open the periods. And you can do different transactions. You can do that. Create invoice. Click on create invoice, and we will provide all the data related to this. Okay. Already we will create the business unit and we will create the supplier. We will take that one. Supplier side, legal entity, and we will provide the number and we will create the invoice number and invoice amount and the line information. This is the line information. So once you provide each and everything, and then we'll go to the line information. So we'll save it. Yeah, and we'll go to the receivables and we'll create the invoice. Click on create transaction. So we can provide the data, each and every data. And these are all the star marks is mandatory. You must have should provide that. It's the mandatory data and the line level information. So and others are the optional, which is in the not star. So the star is must have should. So without providing this data, we can't save it. The others it's optional. So in EPS, who is working? If anybody work for the EPS, that is in the yellow color is a mandatory, and so we must have should provide that one. Yellow fields are the mandatory fields. And we'll run the create accounting and we'll transfer all the accounting data to GL. This is a billing related, and you can go to the receivables, account receivables, and we'll create the receipt. You can click on here, you can create the receipt. So whatever the data here, okay, this is from our setup zone. Let me go to the sheet and whatever the data. So these are all the setups. These are all the AR setups, account receipt setups. We will do each and everything as a part of our training. We will do each and everything. And once you are good with all the setups, okay, so then you can create the up to this level. These are all the setups. That means these are all the one-time job. The implementation consultant need to do each and everything. And the users, so they will open the periods on on monthly basis. They will create the invoice transaction. They will create the receipts on daily basis and transfer the data from account payables to GL. At the end of the month, okay, the data need to be transferred from account AP to GL, account payables to this GL, and the account receivables AR to GL, and the FA to GL, cash management to GL. So all the reports, the main financial reports will be generated in GL itself. That means the trial balance, balance sheet, profit and loss, each and everything, all the reports will be generated. So in GL itself, that's why. So data need to move. We'll provide all the data, and these data, okay, the business unit data, receipt method, everything, we'll get from the setups on which we already create, which will create as a part of the implementation. I will explain to you each and everything, and I'm just showing you so in detail. And related to cash management and fixed assets, we'll go to the fixed assets. We'll create asset here. So this application is a user friendly, and there is no coding, no programming. The person, anyone can learn this course, and no prerequisites. You don't need to learn any coding and programming, and even the person who don't know the financial basics as well will find here. So the accounting basics and everything. So anyone can learn this course. And nowadays, the Fusion Cloud is very good in the market. That means most of the implementations are in the Fusion Cloud, Fusion Financials, and because of the very good reporting and low implementation cost, so most of the people are moving to Fusion implementations. The existing clients, existing EBS all clients, okay, and also other clients as well. So they are moving to Fusion Cloud. You can provide all the data. So the book, asset books, and asset type category will provide each and every data, and will create the asset. So I hope that you are good with the application. You understand, and because within the training I will explain you what is the asset, why we are using that, and in detail each and everything will explain. So we discuss about the multi-org, and we discuss about the chart of accounts, how it is, and this is the how we will provide the end-to-end training. So that means the real-time training, how we will provide content and assistance, so each and everything. This one is all the tasks, GL, EAP related tasks, AR related, and FA, cash management, each and everything. So we'll discuss all these things. And any questions, okay? So any doubts, any questions, so we'll explain you each and every, any questions will be, doubts will be clarified from your side. So all your doubts will be clarified. Okay, while practicing, if you have any doubts, you can also mail us, and whatever it is. So I will explain you. So the process, how it will be. You can clarify your doubts and your issues. That means each and every your issue and your doubts will be clarified within the session. Thanks for joining the demo.